Excellency, Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă, Prime Minister of the Republic of Romania, Excellency, Dr. Mostafa Madbouly, Prime Minister of the Arab Republic of Egypt, honorable guests. Thank you all for joining us today for this high-level meeting on Egypt-Romania Business Forum at the General Authority for Investment and Free Zones. We are honored to welcome His Excellency, Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă, Prime Minister of Romania, as this important visit reflects the strong political relationship between the two countries and will contribute significantly in pushing forward the economic and investment cooperation between Egypt and Romania. Honorable guests, Egypt and Romania were bonded with strong ties for more than 100 years back. Since then, the relations between the two countries have been developed and consolidated in most of common interest fields. Recently, the mutual high-level visits between the two countries have taken these bilateral relations into an outstanding level of cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me first to invite His Excellency Dr. Mostafa Madbouly, Prime Minister of the Arab Republic of Egypt, to deliver his speech.
Your Excellency, Mr. Nicolae Ciucă, Prime Minister of the Republic of Romania, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me at the outset to express my pleasure and honor to accompany Prime Minister Ciucă in this important forum. I would like also to thank the Egyptian-Romanian Business Council for organizing this business forum and GAFI for hosting the event. It is also a great pleasure to welcome all representatives of the Egyptian and Romanian companies and assure our deep interest to work towards deeply developing the relations between our two countries and to increase our trade and investment relations with Romania to a higher level. The Egyptian-Romanian relations are strong and historic and are driven by the common interests. The relations enjoy a convergence of political views on several regional and international issues of mutual concern. On the bilateral economic and trade level, Egypt and Romania have signed the Egyptian-Romanian Business Council Agreement in March 2001 and to start a new framework for bilateral trade relation and investments. Ladies and gentlemen, it is noteworthy to recognize the importance of the Romanian investments in Egypt, as Romania's FDI investments in Egypt remarkably reached $104 million by April 2022. The number of Romanian companies in Egypt reached 101 companies, covering various sectors like tourism, finance, industry, and services. In this regard, I invite you to explore the current investment opportunities in the fields of health, renewable energy, and industry. It gives me pleasure to mention that the latest trade figures between Egypt and Romania show that our trade volume reached $1.1 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, today we meet after Egypt organized two major events, which are the Egyptian Economic Conference 2022 and COP27. The Economic Conference discussed the conditions and the future of the Egyptian economy and came up with a clear roadmap for this economy during the coming period. It focused also on how to empower the private sector and create the encouraging business environment that include the approval of the state ownership policy and support for competition policies. In addition, the Economic Conference also dealt with the role of the Sovereign Fund of Egypt and the opportunities available to maximize partnership with the private sector in the major projects of which the Sovereign Fund is concerned. At the same time, the Egyptian government is keen to implement a strategy to localize the industry by providing several investment opportunities incentives, and guarantees in the specific key sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, Egypt hosted a highly successful version of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP27, emphasizing the significance of worldwide action on climate change, including the crucial contribution of the private sector and other parties involved. Therefore, Egypt is looking into exploring new horizons for green projects by pushing and encouraging more innovative ideas to ensure the sustainability of our resources, and we believe that the Romanian companies can have a great role towards achieving this objective through mutual cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you some of our goals and targets in the coming months and years. We already issued our Sustainable Development Strategy as Vision 2030 and finalized Egypt's first comprehensive national climate change strategy 2050, which lays down the directions, policies, and programs to be adopted in order to fulfill the ambitions for our climate action. Looking forward, we consider that the areas of renewable energy, green hydrogen, sustainable transport, decarbonization of sectors like oil and gas, steel and cement, sustainable agriculture, and water management are priorities for Egypt. We face unprecedented economic challenges, ladies and gentlemen. However, we insist on taking up the challenges and exerting the necessary efforts to overcome any obstacles to growth. And as I conclude my remarks, I would like to stress on the full support you will receive from my cabinet members, and I am confident that you will engage in fruitful discussions that will lead to more Romanian investments in Egypt, given the wide array of opportunities we offer in all different fields. Once again, I welcome Prime Minister Ciucă and the official and business delegations of the Republic of Romania and wish you a successful event. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Your Excellency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite His Excellency, Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă, Prime Minister of the Republic of Romania, to deliver his speech.
Your Excellency Prime Minister Madbouly, ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to address a speech here within the Romanian-Egyptian Business Forum. There are rare moments in the history of our countries when relations were so dynamic and promising as now, and this can be seen from both the political and economic perspectives. Romania has consolidated its economy, which has grown 8 times since 2020. Despite the challenges we face, massive government and private investments, which reached almost 3 billion euros last year, have generated some of the highest economic growth in the European Union. More than 11 billion euros of European funding boosted the pace of infrastructure development and opened up new business opportunities. The pace of our development is alert, and we are ready to enjoy, together with our partners, these economic benefits. I say it with certitude, now is the time for this to turn into advanced economic cooperation and extended contacts from individual to individual. My presence at this forum, which brings together an important number of companies, perfectly illustrates this desire. The fact that these companies operate in the most diverse sectors, from critical energy infrastructure to oil and gas, from electricity production to renewable energy, from liquefied gas to nuclear energy, is yet another indisputable proof of our extensive collaboration. The government that I lead has tools and public funds in 4 large areas that can constitute a development platform to which we can invite you to contribute. The digitalization of public services, the improvement of digital skills and their application in the private sector, as well as ensuring connectivity through high-speed network. But the framework we propose can be expanded. We can find large areas of cooperation and economic development in other primary fields such as trade and industry, including those related to defense, agriculture and minerals, construction and infrastructure, water transport and management, biodiversity conservation, IT&C, and innovative technologies. Our offer is doubled by some of the most promising figures. We exceeded $1 billion in bilateral trade, and today I affirm with joy and with certainty that Egypt is Romania's first partner in the Middle East and on the African continent as a whole. This good news makes us even more ambitious in the common promotion of our agenda. We want to strengthen the economic cooperation and expand it, for example, in the maritime transport corridors through the links between the port of Constanța and the port of Alexandria. At the same time, we can collaborate to search together third markets in the Middle East region or on the African continent, because we know better than you, because who knows better than you, the Egyptians, how to configure new trade routes. Why not take more advantage of our geostrategic positions, of the know-how we have together to open new markets for our companies in Africa and in the Middle East or in Europe and its immediate vicinity? The answers to these questions determine action and will. This is why I encourage Egyptian companies to invest in Romania. The moment is a good one, taking into account the fact that in the near future we will be part of the OECD, an institution that will help us to align our administrative system as well as the functioning of the entire business environment to the rules of the most powerful economies in the world. We are already integrating the expertise offered by the organization into the national legislation in areas such as transparency or reducing bureaucracy. I can only wish you, under these favorable conditions, to transpose your plans and vision into economic realities that will result in prosperity and well-being for the communities you serve. I count on you, and I trust that we will succeed in giving our joint projects an optimal development framework. I would like, at the end, to thank to His Excellency, the Prime Minister, for taking time to take care of us and to have very good bilateral discussions, and to express that we are trusting on our historical relationships, as it was mentioned before, and of course, to use all these opportunities and to see how we can get more benefit from the existing potential, and to see how we can strengthen and enhance our bilateral relationships. So, Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will start the signing ceremony session of 3 Memorandum of Understandings between Egypt and Romania. The first MOU is in the field of natural gas between Transgas and the Egyptian National Gas Company. And I would like to invite Mr. Ayon Stiri, General Manager of Transgas, and Mr. Magdi Galel, Executive Board Member of EGAS. Honorable guest, allow me to invite His Excellency Dr. Mostafa Madbouly, Prime Minister of Egypt, and His Excellency Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă, Prime Minister of Romania, to witness the signing ceremony of the 3 MOUs between Egypt and Romania. Thank you. The second MOU is in the field of youth between the Ministry of Family, Youth and Equal Opportunities of Romania and the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Egypt. I would like to invite Mr. Traian Christa, Secretary of State of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Romania, and General Abdulrahman Hamed, Under-Secretary of State at Ministry of Youth and Sports of Egypt. Thank you. The third MOU is in the field of scientific and technological cooperation between the Ministry of Research, Innovation and Digitalization of Romania and the Authority of Science, Technology and Innovation Funding of Egypt. And I would like to invite Mr. Tudor Price-Caru, State Secretary at the Ministry of Research, Innovation and Digitalization of Romania, and Dr. Waleh Shita, CEO of the Authority of Science, Technology and Innovation Funding of Egypt. Thank you. Thank you, Excellencies, Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă and Dr. Mostafa Madbouly, for witnessing the MOUs. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the General Authority for Investment and Free Zones, I would like to express our deep appreciation and gratitude for His Excellency, Mr. Nicolae-Ionel Ciucă, Prime Minister of Romania, and His Excellency, Dr. Mostafa Madbouly, Prime Minister of Egypt, for your attendance in this important event between Egypt and Romania. Thank you, honorable guests, for your fruitful contribution, wishing you all success, and looking forward for further cooperation in the upcoming business forums. Ladies and gentlemen, now we came to the end of the opening session, and I would like to announce that the B2B matchmaking session will start at 6:30 at the same hall. Please don't be late, and thank you all for your attendance. Thank you so much.